I'm Nachauntae. Welcome to my channel, which will feature art by me. I'm an artist from Toronto and I do everything from original canvas pieces, murals, custom shoes, clothes, and really just so much more. So this is my first video, but please subscribe to my channel because there is a lot more exciting things to come. So today, I wanted to share with you guys how I transformed this underutilized space in my sister's house into a playroom for her new 4-month-old triplets. Look how cute they are. So if you've had kids or been around kids, you know how much space all of their stuff takes up. So with 3 babies at once, you could just imagine it. So anyways, back to the room transformation. My sister knew she needed a change, but pretty much left it up to me to decide what that would look like. And I really had no idea what that would be or what I wanted to do with it. I just knew that I wanted it to be super fun, bright, and colorful, which I think I definitely achieved. So here's what I came up with, and hopefully you guys love the finished room as much as I do. Day one was really all about preparing the room and painting the base color. I really wish I would have gotten a good shot of the room before we moved everything out. Didn't, so I guess you'll just have to trust me on that part. So when I paint the room, I pretty much always do it in the same order. First is the trim, second is the edges, and then third is rolling of the rest of the room. The room was originally a light gray color, consistent with the rest of the house. Definitely not the worst color for sure, but it just was no longer the vibe for this room. So because we really wanted to brighten up the space, we went with this extremely light gray, kind of almost white color first, but once it started to dry, I was actually really happy with it. So after completing the 2 or 3 coats of base color the day before, on day 2 I just got straight into the mural, and that was my sister, pretty excited that I'm about to start. We originally debated whether or not the design should encompass the whole room or just kind of like that back wall that I'm working on, and eventually we decided that we would just use the back wall because we wanted to have like other activities and stuff for the babies as they grow that we'll put on the other walls, and also we just didn't want it to be like too much in your face, you know. So we just decided to do the one. So here I go, just kind of adding all the random shapes and zigzags and squiggles kind of all over the place, and to be honest, at this point I still had no idea what I was really doing or how it would look. I was just kind of going with the flow and seeing where the colors took me. So yeah. Walking into the room on day 3, I would say I was generally happy with the progress, but I just knew it wasn't enough because there was far too much like just white empty space, and it just had an unfinished look to me. So I know I needed to add a lot more. So again, I just started going with the flow and adding random shapes and squiggles all over the place. Just kept going until it felt right. The process, I pretty much stuck with one color at a time. So I would do everything that I thought would be purple, and then everything that I thought would be green, everything that I thought would be yellow, and so on and so forth. And there were definitely times that I kind of went back and did a random color here or there because it's what I thought looked good in that specific spot at that time. But I would say overall that system worked pretty well for me, and there's really no reason for this other than I felt like it was more efficient. It's definitely a little bit different than painting on a canvas because you can kind of have all your colors laid out on your palette and easily pick one or the other and add a little water to change the color. But working with these little tubs of the mini paint, it was a lot harder to kind of go back and forth each time I wanted a new color, and definitely wanted to close it so you don't have to risk it spilling, etc., etc. So it worked for me, and that's what I did. So as you can see, it definitely took a while before the whole wall kind of looked and felt right to me. So by day 4, I was still still working on the mural. I was very happy with the overall design at this point. Like the colors were looking good, the space was filled, and I felt like it was, you know, very cohesive and all went together like really well, but it still felt like something was missing. So I decided to add a black outline to all of the shapes, and like instantly everything just like fell into place and it just popped and came to life. Like it was just perfect, and I was like, yes, this is exactly what I wanted. I am like over the moon about how it looks now. And it definitely took me a long time to do it. I think the outline alone was about like 5 hours. So it was definitely a lot of work, but it was so worth it because it just looks so good. And now day 5 rolls around the corner, and it was really just about touch-ups because, like I said, the base color was painted, the trim was painted, and the mural was done. I was happy with it. So at this point, a lot of people would have thought the room was already done. What more could I possibly do? But I'm a perfectionist, so this was a necessary step in the process for me to make sure that everything was just like perfect. So I touched up the outline, pretty much did a second pass on the whole wall because, again, I just needed it to be perfect. So by day 6, the room was finally done and it was time to put it back together, but not yet. So we needed to change the light fixture because the original fixture just did not fit the space. Here me and my sister are installing the light because, you know, we're two strong black independent women and we got this. So yeah, my sister found this like really cool track light, which was perfect because it could extend further out into the room, provide better light coverage, and all of that. And secondly, I needed to install new blinds because, again, the old curtains would just not cut it in here anymore. So here I am just putting up the new blinds, and the best part about them is that they're just so easy to put up. You pop 2 screws in the mounting bracket, and then just snap the blinds in, and that's it. Done. And then finally we could just bring all of the baby stuff back in here. So we got the 3 swings, the 3 bouncy chairs, the 3 playmats, the changing table, and the list goes on, and voila. Here's the finished room, and as you can see, the babies are already quite comfy and enjoying their new space. I'm super happy with how the room turned out, and I love that I was able to create this space for them to grow into for many, many years to come. So here's just a closer look at the final mural in all of its glory. I really hope you guys enjoyed following along with me. Please like and comment below. Tell me what you think of the room, and please subscribe to my channel for more art by Nachauntae. I'll be posting new videos every Friday, so be on the lookout next week for my next creation.